So now question is, what is product management, right? When you say product management, what is product management? Product management is not about, I will learn some tools, I will learn some tech background, I will have tech background on the database side, API and all, I will learn that. And then I will become a product manager. I will know how to write user stories in Jira. I know how to write in Confluence, right? So product management is not about is to learn some certain tools and you will become a product manager. Basically, product management is a mindset, right? What do you mean by mindset, right? Mindset means whenever you are seeing product, any product, it can be a pen, pencil, anything. It can be a software product, it can be a hardware product, right? Any product. Whenever you're seeing a product, you need to think yourself, you need to analyze yourself what are the USPs, the benefits that you can carve out from the product, right? How you can make the product more beautiful or more engaging to the user or more betterment for the product, right? So when you think about a product manager, when you're thinking about a product manager, there should be two main things that should be your mind, right? Two main things, super important things that should be on your mind. One is two C's basically. One is customer centric, another will be the company. It's not always that you are bringing value to the customer. That will be the first sure. The product that you are creating that will bring value to the customer, but also what will happen that how much revenue you are bringing onto the table. End of the day, product management is a hot topic. Product managers do pay a lot, but you need to think on the other side also to the table why they're paying you. The reason company is paying you because you are bringing that much value to the company. Okay, and how you will get that revenue when customer will find the value from your product. So it is a two-way deal, right? You're doing for the company as well as you're doing for the customer. Make sense? Okay. Now, what is product management, right? So it is a process of bringing a new product to the market or from a development of an existing product. It is a two-way thing. Either you are developing a new product or you are developing an existing product, right? So for example, let's say when I'm talking about a product known as WhatsApp, right? Now WhatsApp has came up with a couple of features, let's say WhatsApp Pay, right? Other earlier, if you talk about 2 years down the line, what is WhatsApp? You can only chat and you can either share your status with your friends or your whoever have your contacts, right? So that was an existing product. On top of that, what they came up with, they have came up with community as a feature. They have came up with you can able to send the money using your UPI or whatever, that UPI transaction status and all. They came up with these new features. So on top of an existing product, when they are making a new changes, right? That is also product management, or you're coming up with entirely new product. Let's say GPay or PhonePe, Google Pay or PhonePe is a completely new product onto the payment system or payment gateway, or Cred came entirely as an existing product or existing market in the credit card industry, but now also they are engaging into the investment industry. They are going into a GPay or UPI industry, right? So completely new product they are coming up with. Or for example, Ola being in the market for booking rides, ride booking or something, right? But they came up with a concept of e-vehicles, right? Completely new product. So any product management, whenever you're talking about product management, it's always about developing. It's not only about developing a new product, but also how can you make better your existing product, right? What are the new changes you can bring it onto the table, right? Now, how will you do it? Okay, I have to do it. I have to build a new product or I have to make a changes in the new product, right? But the question comes, how can I able to do it? मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ? How can you able to do it, right? So the main important thing over here is that interaction, discussion. Okay, to whom you will discuss or from where you will get that idea. Okay, for example, let me say you, how many of you over here know about a company known as Country Delight? At least ping in the chat, yes, or discuss. Okay,
Fruits and
none will give.
vegetables.
Sorry?
Fruits and vegetables. They sell fruits and vegetables, right?
It
Grocery.
started with it's basically started with organic milk, ghee, and those kind of products. But now they have I mean, not recently. They have after that they have moved into the fruits and vegetables. Correct. Anyone
Okay.
else is aware of Country Delight?
Yes,
Okay.
they keep running the coconut water ad, right?
Yes, they keep running the coconut water ad. Exactly. So now the question is, you are here and you are about of country delight how? Via ad. Or tell me one thing, have any one of you have referred country delight to your friend, or have any one of your friend has referred you the country delight? Ever, ever. It happened ever? No, right? So basically you get to know about country delight from ad. So you need to think that their marketing strategy, the marketing strategy of country delight is super awesome. The marketing strategy of country delight is super awesome. So they have stress on the marketing side. What they have stress on the marketing side, that they need to sell fresh things. Now, questions from where they get to know that they have to sell the fresh things or organic things? From the market, because they have seen in the market, they have discussed with the customers that in the market people are not getting fresh things, they are not getting products in morning 7 a.m, they are not getting things organic, they're not getting organic products. So then they came up with this particular concept. Now the main and important thing whenever you are building a product or whenever you are developing a product is how, what kind of discussion you are having with your customer. User interaction is super important whenever you are going for any user. Now you might be thinking, Subhashish, then what is the difference between a product manager and a customer representative? Because they are the also one who are discussing with the user, right? Okay. Now, before I make my next statement, can any one of you tell me, like on a communication perspective, what will be the key differentiation between a customer care representative and as a product manager? As per you, what do you think about it?
Can you
Anyone?
repeat the question, please?
Okay. As per you, what do you think the main difference between a customer care representative and a product manager when you are discussing or dealing with the clients?
So the customer care representative hears out the customer problems, but will not act on it. Like they cannot, they have very limited resources to give action to it. But the product manager hears the problem from the customers and actually takes it back to the team and works on the features, has more resources to work on the features.
I would say partially right. Anyone over here wants to give it a try?
PM
I
would,
think,
yeah, please go on.
yeah. So I think the customer care representative would try to provide a immediate fix to their solution if the customer is reaching out to them, but a product manager would deep dive into it and find like a overall what can be added to the product to solve the bigger problem or like that.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah, so basically the conversation between a customer care and the end customer is mostly be one way. And if the customer directly connects with PM, the conversation would be two-way. PM would try to understand their pain points and like take up the problem and try to work upon that. And as Rohit mentioned that customer care person will try to give an instant solution instead
Okay.
of thinking upon the problem and like taking all of the other cases in my point
Okay. Now tell me
at that
one thing.
moment.
Tell me one thing.
Uh,
Is it always about solving a customer's problem? Like when you say customer product manager will deep down and solve the customer problem, is it always about dealing and solving a customer problem?
No.
Okay. Okay. So let me come to the point. As a product manager, the main difference over here is that whenever you're talking in sense of a customer care representative, they will listen to the problem and then they will try to give it a fix of whatever the problem the customer is facing, what is already been present over there. But as a product manager, you should foresee the problem. Whenever you're discussing with the user, it is not always that whatever the problems they are facing right now with the product, you will listen to that. Okay. You will try to give a workaround solution or you will try to give them a solution, something like, okay, this is absolutely fine. Let's develop this particular thing. or you will also foresee the problem, whatever they can able to face whenever you have to discuss. So basically a product manager, when he is discussing with the user, you need to always think about the problem statement. What are the different kind of problems that user is facing? Right? What are the different frustration level that user is facing? What are the different pain points the user is facing? Whenever you can able to see these things, then you can able to understand or can create a good product or a great product. So it is not always about, okay, I'm feeling like this should be my product I'm creating. No, it's not always like that. You should have your anecdotal evidences based upon data evidences. That is absolutely fine. But also about, does this particular product, whatever you're creating, will it going to create an impact in people's life? Is it really necessary to invest money, investors' money, companies' money, a company's resources in building the product and sell it to the market? Is it really necessary? Those kind of analysis as a product manager you will do, and from where the data you will get by discussing with more and more users. Make sense? Clear? Everyone clear?
Yep.
Okay. So ideally, so this is what a product manager, or this is what a product management is. And we have seen that basically study shows that effective product manager increases the profit by 34.2%. Right? Okay. Moving next. Now, deep
I have
dive
a
into
quick
the more.
question
Yes,
on
please
the
go ahead.
last point that you just covered. So does
Yes.
it mean that a customer success person is more inclined with use cases for the client, while the product manager is more inclined towards the overall improvement on the product?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess somebody has also raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Yes, Subhasis, I have a small personal thing. By when are we gonna get this recording of the session? Actually, I had another plan scheduled, but so I
Okay.
had to. I
Okay.
have to
Okay.
leave. Uh,
Okay. Then let me discuss a couple of pointers before we move ahead. The recording will be available to you via maybe within a couple of hours, because once this recording will be in a form of like tangible form, we'll upload into our what is it called, drive, and we'll share you the link. Right? This is one thing.
okay.
Second thing, what I want from every one of you is, right, whatever you learned from today's session, try to write it down over LinkedIn. You have to write it down over LinkedIn. That don't tag me personally. Okay, no need to tag me. What you can do is basically tags. We have that LinkedIn account, right? I mean, Scooby Study has their LinkedIn platform or LinkedIn page. Write down
Yes.
whatever you have learned from today's session and tag Scooby Study over there and post it. And I want this to be very consistent across throughout the cohort journey of the 7 weeks. And one thing, every Sunday, what I'm going to do is that every Sunday we are going to give you a case study, right? And as a group, you have to solve that particular case study, right? You can create your, I guess you have your WhatsApp group where all of you are there, right? Okay. What you can do is you can solve, and then you have to come up and you can discuss. We can discuss on next Saturday. We'll discuss that, right? And this will be consistent across the next 7 weeks. Clear?
Yeah.
Clear?
And one more thing, Subhasis, is it possible for you to share the PDF of the session in advance so that at least I can go through it once, and if I need to note down any points, it would be helpful for me to note down on my personal PDF so that I can make my notes easy. Is it possible?
PDF means this PPT you're talking about
Yeah. Yeah.
before the session?
Yes. So that it
See,
would be
I
helpful
will
for
be
me to
honest with you.
go for a
We
similar.
are not supposed to send this deck. We are not going to send this deck to you. Okay. We will be sharing you the recording at the end of the session. The reason being, what we have noticed is in our earlier places, whenever we are sharing this PPT or PDF, people share with their friends and relatives, right? So just to put a cap of it, we'll share you the recording, but not this deck. Understood?
Oh, okay.
But what we will doing is that we will be sharing you the content, right? That we are going to discuss these topics prior to the session. We will be sharing you that, right? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Folks, before we proceed, any questions on the operations part? Any questions on the operations part? Okay. If you have any question, I guess yes is there. and I guess Akshat is also there, who has been discussing with you. You can discuss with them. Okay, fine. Now, moving ahead. Now, as a product manager, what are the three important things that you have to know? As I started with user-centric customer service, that is one. Now, developers or technologies, and I guess Vidya is also saying that, Subhashish, I need to understand more on the technical side. Obviously, that will also be there. And what as a business and product owner does. So these three are the combinations and make you a great product manager, or in a product management is required, right? Now, you understand from a user-centric or a customer standpoint, right? As a customer service, you need to discuss with the user, understand their pain points, whatever they're talking about, what they need actually, and do the impact analysis. From technological aspect, whenever you're talking about a product, you need to also think through, is it really feasible to develop that product? Now, I will come up with a particular product and I will say that I will make a product which will be something like it will be built on top of cryptocurrency or something like that, blockchain. I will use blockchain, I will use AI, I will take name of big things, right? Which is also not at all feasible. So it should not be like that. You should have a basic knowledge on the technologies so that you can make a decision that, or judgment that, yes, this is possible or this is not possible, right? Understood? Next is a business or a product owner. Now, as a business or a product owner, what are the key things that you need to keep in mind? The business that you are running, the strategy that you are building, is it really going to create an impact? The solution that you have put through to build your product, is it really going to make any sense? Is it really going to make a change, right? Or the impact that you are doing, the gap analysis that you are doing, the solutions you're bringing onto the table, is it going to play a vital role on? So whenever you're keeping these three things as a product owner, as a customer representatives, and as a basically as a technical analyst or something like that, combination of these three makes you a great product manager.